Alright guys, today I'm going to help you guys get your PlayStation 3 controller working with wireless. So before we start, make sure you watch my previous video on how to set up your PlayStation 3 controller. That way we're on the same page. Also make sure your PlayStation 3 controller is charged and unplugged from USB. And go ahead and start up your DS3 tool if it isn't already up. For this you'll need to have a Bluetooth adapter, which is extra hardware. Usually you can buy these for like 10 to 15 bucks and they come in like a USB format, so you can just plug into USB and it'll work. Make sure it supports at least 2.0 plus EDR. It should say on the packaging. If you aren't sure, like let's say you bought it a long time ago, we'll be able to check later in the video, so just kind of hang on and just follow these steps until we get there. Anyways, plug it in and make sure your Bluetooth is installed. If it isn't installed, use any sort of software that it might have come with, that way it's recognized, and you're good to go. Okay, so once your DS3 tool is open, it should look like this, and it should say waiting for controllers to be connected. So at this point, go ahead and do exactly that. Plug in your controller to USB. Okay, and you should get some sort of recognition that it's gone through, and it should say DualShock 3 6-axis USB. Okay. At this point, go ahead and click on Bluetooth pair. Make sure this shows up as 000 whatever. Just make sure it's blank. Make sure this shows up here. And if it's paired right now, it'll tell you what it's paired to. So this may be your PlayStation 3, or it may be something else. So we'll see. Okay, so since we have nothing installed, nothing even shows up in the list, go to Driver Manager, and here's your list of USB devices. Okay, right now I'm pretty sure this is going to be my Bluetooth adapter because the Motion Enjoy is not installed for it. If you have a ton of things listed here, you may have to unplug things and plug it back in just to see what shows up, because yeah, you may install it for the wrong thing. So just yeah, unplug things. You can click out of this and click back and things will appear and disappear, so you can kind of tell which is which. So I'll just give you guys a quick example. You unplug it, okay, you click back, okay, and then obviously it's gone. So I'm going to plug this back in, and as you can see, it came back. So obviously here it is. Okay, so all I need to do now is just click on the little checkbox next to that one and go to load driver. Okay, and also note that when you do this, it's going to override your default Bluetooth drivers. This means that you'll only be able to use your PlayStation 3 controller with this Bluetooth adapter. So you can restore the previous functionality by using rollback. That way you can use other devices on it, but just so you know, you'll only be able to use your PlayStation 3 controller with this adapter if you do this. Okay. Also that you can only use your PlayStation 3 controller with one Bluetooth device at a time. That means either your PlayStation 3 or your PC, not both. Okay, so you can pair it one by one if you want to. You know, just pair with your PlayStation 3 when you want to play, or just have a controller specifically dedicated to your PC. That's fine. So it's up to you guys. Anyways, once this is installed, it should have a check mark next to it. So that means you're good to go. And for those of you people who aren't sure if your Bluetooth adapter supports EDR, you can click on Supports feature, and it will say Enhanced Data Rate ACL 2 and 3. So make sure it supports both of these. Okay. These two are not required, neither are these two, just these. So go ahead and go back and click on Pair Now. And basically this will tell you what your PlayStation 3 controller is paired to, so this should match this. Okay, once you've done that, you're pretty much done. So just go ahead and unplug it and press your PlayStation 3 button once, and it should install a whole bunch of stuff, and finally rest on whatever it is, and you can check if it currently works by going to enable and then vibration testing. Okay, mine does, and you can also double check even further by going to game controller panel and then properties, and this will let you know even further. So yep, this way you're not tethered down by any sort of USB device, and yeah, you just play from your bed or chair, just wherever you want to do it. Yeah, so that's it, you guys. Pretty easy. My next video will be on how to get the controller to work with games that do not natively support a controller. So if for some reason you go into a game and you go to the settings to adjust the controls and it's just not accepting any sort of joypad button, we can remap those and changes. So it's a little bit trickier, and I'll show you guys how to do it, but it is possible. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks.